You can make the best video on this entire platform and still get 0 views. I know, because it's happened to me. The thing standing between your work and an audience usually isn't the work. It's the skill almost nobody teaches: packaging, the title and the thumbnail. And I'll be straight with you, I'm not a packaging guru. I'm a beginner who got obsessed with this because I had to. So let me show you what I've actually learned, using my own thumbnails, including the ones that didn't work. Here's the brutal math of this platform. Before anyone watches a single second of your video, they see two things: a thumbnail and a title. That's it. That's the entire decision. You could have spent 40 hours on the video and 40 seconds on the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is what decides if the 40 hours ever get seen. The algorithm doesn't show your video, it shows your packaging and waits to see if anyone clicks. No clicks, no views. It's not fair, it's just true. Which means packaging isn't the last step you rush at the end. It's half the job. So here are the 3 rules I actually use now. Rule 1. The title creates a curiosity gap. It doesn't summarize the video, it makes you need to know. My exact system beats a video about AI tools. Rule 2. The thumbnail says what the title doesn't. They're a team, not an echo. If the title says the words, the thumbnail shows the feeling. Don't waste either by repeating the other. Rule 3. One clear focal point, readable at the size of a postage stamp. Most thumbnails die because they're cluttered. If a viewer can't understand it in half a second on a phone, it's too busy. One idea. Big. Clear. Okay, let me practice what I preach and tear apart my own work. Here's my video 2 thumbnail. The receipt. $51 a month. I like this one. One clear idea, an honest number nobody else shows, readable, small. It follows the rules. Here's video 3. One subscriber made $0. Risky, because a tiny number could push people away, but it's so honest, it stops the scroll, and that's the bet. And here's video 1, my first one. Honestly, it's the weakest. Too much going on, no single focal point, trying to say 3 things at once. If I remade it today, I'd cut it down to one idea. That's the rule in action, and I learned it by getting it wrong first. So how do I actually make one now? Here's the process, and it's simple. 1. I write the title first, sometimes before the video, because it forces the video to deliver on a promise. 2. I make the thumbnail say something the title doesn't, usually one bold visual, a number, a face, a contrast. 3. I shrink it down to thumbnail size on my screen and ask one question. Can I understand this in half a second? If not, I cut something. I keep cutting until one idea is left. 4. And this is the part I'm still building toward. Eventually, you test. 2 thumbnails, see which gets clicked. I'm not there yet with enough traffic, but that's the goal. The honest truth is I'm still learning this, but even getting the basics right put me ahead of where I started. But let me be honest about the limit of all this, because it matters. Packaging gets the click. It does not keep the viewer. If you write a brilliant title and a killer thumbnail for a video that doesn't deliver, you don't win. You lose harder. Because now people clicked, felt tricked, and clicked away fast, and the algorithm learns your video disappoints. Great packaging on a weak video is the fastest way to teach YouTube to bury you. So packaging is half the job. The other half is making something genuinely worth the click. Do both. Never just one. If this helped, subscribe. I'm figuring this out in public and sharing everything I learn as I learn it. Next video, I'm going all the way back to the decision that comes before any of this even matters. How to actually pick a niche. Because you can package a bad niche perfectly and still go nowhere. See you there. Pay yourself in freedom.